Hello, welcome to Bardicaggravation. I'm Kent.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm not.
This is our continuing D&D 5e versus DC20 classes, so we can see how they stack up against each other, and we'll give you our opinion, because why not? It's our channel. And then you guys make up your own minds and talk about it in the comments and argue about it and prove us wrong if you want to. I don't care. Today is the monk.
Ooh.
Monk.
Now, we wanted to get the monk out here quickly. I know it's not our first one, but because they fixed the monk, and you'll see in DC20, I don't like to predetermine before you've even gone through everything, but he fixed the monk.
It's cool. It's actually cool.
I would say it's one of the strongest classes in the game now. You can decide for yourselves after we tell you what it can do.
It does seem strong.
Jeez. And even in 1D&D, from everything I've heard, they still can't figure out how to fix the monk. So, Jeremy Crawford, if you're listening, take some f***ing notes.
Yeah, you idiot.
So let's start with the 5e monk, where we're just doing, again, levels 1 and 2. If you're just catching us for the first time, we're just doing the first 2 levels because the subclasses aren't out yet for DC20. They will be very soon with the new beta. So, as luck would have it, Brandon has played a monk in one of our campaigns. So we're going to let... shouldn't it be in your head? What are you looking at notes for? Did you know what you did as a monk? What do they get at first level?
They get their unarmed strike as a bonus action. So it's kind of like an extra attack, small extra attack.
Right.
Okay.
You know, it's your bonus action.
I like it.
It's like, just because they're super quick.
They make that sound every time, too?
Yeah.
What else did they get at first level?
I don't know, Kent. What do they get at first level?
According to the whiteboard, nothing.
Nah, nothing. Absolutely a goddamn thing.
They get their unarmored defense, but so does the monk in DC20, so we'll just cancel that out. They all get their no armor, high defense.
Of course you get that.
It's a no-brainer.
They're shifty. They're kind of very dexterous.
They can move faster with just pajamas on.
But they also they've tapped into a personal thing, and they kind of see things differently than anybody else, so they can kind of maneuver around better.
What do you...
Huh? So then, first level for DC20.
What do you get? Sounds awesome.
Well, if you watch the fighter video and the other stuff, there'll be a link. They get maneuvers. Just like every martial class gets maneuvers, you get 4 of them, plus the 3 attack maneuvers that all martials get. So you get 7 maneuvers total at first level. You pick which ones you want. There's a big long list. You can have grapple maneuvers, defense maneuvers, I'll kick your ass maneuvers.
Parry maneuvers.
Which means you can kind of style your monk however you want to. You want a grappling monk, you want more of a damage-dealing monk, but there are different cool things you can do on each turn.
It's pretty amazing.
So you get 4 of those already, off the bat. What's the second thing they get at first level?
Step of the Wind?
Yeah. So you've heard that, because the D&D 5e monk gets that at second level. This one's better. It just is.
It can't.
How is it better?
Well, you get +1 speed.
Yeah.
And what else can you do with it, Rick?
You can walk up walls.
You can walk on walls.
You can walk on... As long as your movement doesn't stop while you're going up a wall. If you're walking across water, too, you could stay on the top of the water.
You're Jesus.
And get across, as long as your movement doesn't stop on the water, because then you'll sink. But
Right. So you can run across water, and you can run across vertical walls.
you could do all that great stuff.
At first level, so you're not going to fall. The D&D 5e monk gets this too.
They do?
They do?
First
Ninth level.
Ninth level?
Ninth. They got to wait 8 levels to get this. But yeah, so you're going to get that at first level. As we talked about with the druid, and the whole goal here for the dungeon coach was to make sure that whatever class you're picking, you feel like that right away. So being able to run up walls and run across water, you feel like a monk right away.
Is that it? That's all I get, right?
No.
That's it. That's it. We're done.
They get the really cool thing.
What?
The thing that really sets them apart. This is what fixes the monk more than anything, but good God. So on top of the 4 maneuvers we talked about,
Right.
they get monk stances.
What does that mean?
You know how in Karate Kid, what did he do at the end?
Oh, yeah, he did the...
Crane?
Crane. Yeah, he did the crane.
So it's like that. So you got these stances, and you're ready for, there's 9 of them. You get to pick 2 of them at first level. I'm sure you get more as you level up, but again, that's not out yet. But you get 2 of these things at first level, and you can do either one of them on your turn, and we're going to go through them all for you right now.
First one, pretty amazing. Whose phone is that?
What's going on, Brandon?
Fucking working here.
That was my vibrator.
Monk stance. The first one is called the Scorpion. So all these are based on animals.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
cool
Before he explains it, Brandon is going to demonstrate a visual of what these stances are. Show us the scorpion stance. So that you're ready. The stance. Just freeze. Don't do it.
Oh.
What did it look like when you're getting ready? Here's the scorpion, folks. Okay, you see it? Now go ahead and tell us what it is.
So when someone comes into your range, you get to hit them.
No shit.
Yeah, when they walk right up to you, you're just like...
That's similar to the brace done to...
Very much like
Battlemaster
that. Yeah,
brace.
Battlemaster brace. Yeah, so you just pop them right in the face right when they get up close to you.
Wow.
Pretty amazing.
All they got to do is just walk into your melee range.
Yeah, and you get to pop them.
All right, what else? I know they get 2 things.
Next, you can impair people when they come up to you and you fight them. You spend an extra action point.
Oh, I heard impale.
And you hit them.
I was like, can you impale people?
You can impale people. That would be awesome if you could impale them. Maybe at higher levels you can start impaling people.
Yeah.
They're impaired for a second. So their next attack, disadvantage.
All right.
So they walk into your range. You can do all that stuff. Add an extra action point. Pop them in the face.
Put those back on.
I'm impaired.
You look so smart.
Oh my god.
Not right now.
Well, I'm seeing. I can't see anything. I'm impaired.
Ha! See.
Next is the
The what?
turtle.
Oh,
The turtle.
Show us the
turtle.
turtle stance. All right,
That's actually pretty much it.
awe-inspiring.
So the turtle stance, once you get in this turtle stance, you are basically locked in your place. It's
Okay.
hard for people to grab you and move you.
Okay.
And you move really slowly, though. So you can only move one space on your turn.
Okay.
So you have advantage against people grappling you and pulling you, and you kind of like pull that body weight down, and like nothing can move you.
All right.
It's very defensive. It's a very defensive thing.
Kind of, you're almost like a sumo.
Very sumo.
So what else? They can't knock you prone? Is that the,
Yeah, they can't knock you prone. That's it.
that's the second one?
You can't. They
Oh, I
cannot
thought
knock
it
you
was
prone.
part
So
of
you're
the first one.
buckled down, and people can't knock you over. They have disadvantage on any kind of attacks like that to knock you prone.
So yeah, if you want to be more of a defensive monk, this would be one you'd look into. What else you got?
The wolf.
Oh, I like wolves. It's my spirit animal.
How would a wolf look?
Give me your wolf stance. All right, look at that, folks. Wolf stance.
So the wolf stance. Ooh, that's cool. I like
He's
that.
doing it again.
I like it. That's the
You
wolf
get a
stance.
twofer on this one.
Wolf stance. Whenever you hit somebody, you get extra movement. So you're quick. You're kind of able to pack around people. It kind of gives you that movement feeling.
What do you
Also,
mean? You hit somebody.
you hit somebody, you get a free
move?
space.
One
One
free
space.
space?
One space. Some movement. Yeah. So you can kind of
Is it no opportunity attacks?
no, but it
good.
also gives you advantage on your opportunity attacks and disadvantage on other people's opportunity attacks. Just being the wolf.
Oh, so it's just like
So
a passive.
It's like almost like it's almost like being a pack. It's like feeling like you're quicker or ahead of everybody in everything you're doing.
Yeah, that
like-
could be
I like
cool,
the
especially if you're in there in your front line and you're being flanked and stuff. You're not being flanked. You're not. You don't care how many enemies are around you.
No, you have advantage and disadvantage going the whole time, and you're moving within the fight.
Yeah.
It's like a dance of your own.
Were the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, were they just a bunch of monks?
All right. So you also get the bear stance. So with
the
the bear
horns.
stance, it's all about doing more damage. So if you do a heavy or a brutal or a critical hit,
Nice.
which just a refresher, if you get 5 above their armor class, their physical defense, you get 1 more damage. So you get +1 on top of that for every one of those that you make in the bear stance, because you got more power behind your hits and whatever. So yeah, another extra damage. Just take that. And then if you happen to miss, because you just have too much power and you just don't know how to focus it yet, but now you figured it out, so on your next attack, you have advantage on that attack.
If you miss, you get advantage on next attack.
On your next attack, because you've figured it out, you've learned from your mistakes that quickly.
So you get disadvantage on your second attack. So basically, that wipes it away and gives you another free attack. If you
Yes,
just did
so
it.
you get a second chance if you fuck up the first one.
I like it. I like that.
And you can still do a brutal or heavy or critical and get that extra +1. So you're probably doing a good amount of damage with this. And you also get a stance called the bull. The bull stance.
This is where you get the horns.
That looks more like a reindeer, but okay. Maybe a moose.
Oh, we can call it a reindeer stance.
There's no moose stance. Put your hands down. Embarrassing yourself. So the bull stance could kind of go along with your, what do you call it, turtle-y thing. You kind of sumo-y. So with the bull, you also get more damage if you shove or knock back. So shove is an action anybody can do,
Right.
no matter what. Knockback is a maneuver that if you took that maneuver as your monk, you'd probably want to take this stance as well because they pair it together nicely.
Right. Why wouldn't you?
So you would do an extra damage. You would do actually, even if those don't do any damage, you'll still do a damage on those things because you push them so hard, you knock them back so hard, and you push and you knock back, which either go one space. They do an extra space.
Ooh.
So you can knock them back 2 spaces.
And you could follow them.
Yeah, you could follow them
You follow them for
and
free.
then do it again.
You follow them for free.
So you could
You move those spaces with them.
bull stance
Yeah, you
somebody
can do that.
That's
right
pretty
off
cool.
the cliff.
That's
So
awesome.
you can just keep
Well,
pushing
you wouldn't
them,
go with them
pushing them.
Well, I mean,
Why would you
push them
push
off the
me?
cliff? You wouldn't go with them off the cliff, obviously.
Unless you took the stance of the lemming. Now we got the stance of the cobra. That looks like the scorpion.
Oh no, sorry.
That's
looks
the
like
puppy.
dog.
He's
But
a
yeah,
dog.
pat
I
my
thought
belly.
he was begging. I was about to give him a treat.
My belly stance. Who's a good boy?
Look at his leg. Look at his leg go. Look at his
We'll
leg go.
keep working on it. Cobra, let's go. So with the cobra, this is more of a counter attack stance. So you get +1 on your damage versus enemies that have damaged you since the start of your last turn. So not like ever in your life, right? But if they've got you within a turn,
You bite back.
you're a little pissed. You're like, oh yeah, you think that hurt? Well, try this.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good flavor for that.
How do you like it? And then if a creature hits you or tries to hit you and they whiff, they miss, you get to attack them.
Ooh.
It's like the Battle Master's riposte. So you got the brace and the riposte in there. So yeah, they whiff, there's an opening for you. You see it, and just like what he said, the monks see things differently. And so you're like, boop, and you get them. So it's a counterattacky one. Now let's see the stance. The Cobra stance is it's out of commission right now.
I've got the gazelle stance to start off with. The gazelle
Show it to us.
stance
Yeah, you
is
gotta show us the gazelle. Or the bunny.
the gazelle hinges on being very nimble. You get extra speed, extra jump distance,
I like it.
so you're a little bit more hoppy. You get advantage on all ability checks.
Agility checks, I said. It's a G. It's a freaking G.
Also, you get to ignore difficult terrain.
That's cool.
So you kind of like, you get to be jumpy.
So you are hopping around.
Yeah, I mean, you got to kind of really act like a gazelle.
What was the first part? You get to what?
You get extra jump and extra speed.
So you're faster, you can jump more, no difficult terrain penalties, and advantage on agility and what?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatic checks.
So you're kind of like a ballerina.
If you want to make a quick moving monk, I would take a gazelle. Paired with
Yeah.
something else would probably go well.
Yeah,
I wouldn't pair that with the bull because that doesn't sound right. But the pairing is.
Yeah, if you want to be
thing.
really fast, I mean, you're not doing any extra damage. Or
No.
anything,
You're nimble as hell though.
But you're probably harder to hit, right? And you're-
Exactly.
Yeah, just kind of.
You want that extra speed. You want to walk on water a little bit faster. You want to jump around people.
I want to be fast, Jesus. The next stance
What is the next one?
that we have to talk about
Okay.
Oh, we don't. We're just gonna listen. You're gonna
is
talk.
the mantis.
Now I know you
mantis.
have
The
a
mantis, yes.
Like a praying mantis.
Yes.
All right. What does it look like?
The mantis stance is a grappling stance, so it gives you basically advantage on
Grapples.
the how to grapple. Yes,
How to grapple?
I forget the
Is that a book
mechanic.
they read? You get advantage when you're reading how to grapple.
You get advantage on all martial checks
What?
All?
No, you
to
don't.
initiate, maintain, or you get advantage.
Only read
Advantage.
half the sentence there.
Well, it
There's
sounds
more
He
though.
just said he didn't read it.
It sounds so cool.
Stay tuned for part 2.
You get advantage on all martial checks that are related to initiating, like grappling.
Right.
So it kind of helps you be a more refined grappler.
Like if you're a
Fine.
toucher.
So when you're trying to grapple
Advantage.
somebody, you have advantage. There you go. Look at that. What else?
When you have a creature grappled at the
Yes.
start of your turn, you gain +1 action point on or to fuck to use on a grapple maneuver against that grappled creature. So you can toss them, you can slam them.
whatever maneuver you have, because obviously if you're a mantis, you're taking grapple maneuvers.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
That's everything they can do.
Yes. And
Thank you for your patience. Now you know what they can do.
He still has one more.
Oh no.
But
The mongoose.
if you think about a mongoose,
It counters the cobra.
Show me the mongoose.
Monkey tiki tabi.
Ricky Ticky Taffy.
It's
Do
a
you know what
stance. It's not a dance. Just do the stance.
that is a
What
stance.
does it look like? It's a stance.
That's when I
means
get
you're
into a
frozen.
stance. You
When you
stop
get
in
into
a
the
stance.
crane, you go.
Okay, well, let's
And then
see.
you
Let's
stop.
see the end of the mongoose stance. What does it look like when you're done? All right, well, whatever. Okay,
When you think about a mongoose, they fight.
as you often do.
Yeah, I mean, mongoose and a snake.
Can't
they
stop
fight
thinking about those mongooses.
mongooses.
Mongoose.
They were the best BMX bike ever when I was a kid.
Oh my God.
Mongoose. Everyone needed a mongoose.
You get +1 damage when you're flanked, so it's kind of like a desperate maneuver or a desperate.
It sounds like you're better when more people are attacking you.
Yes,
That's what it sounds like.
when you're in dire straits, you become more stronger.
More stronger and less vocabulary.
And then also you get to make additional. There's a mechanic you can make additional melee attacks against a creature that you keep hitting. It's like a multi-attack.
You just endlessly hit them. You never stop. What are you talking about? So it's a multi-attack stance is what this one is.
Yeah.
So if you attack somebody, you can also attack somebody else, not the same person twice.
Yeah, just-
you can attack somebody else if somebody else is within your
Melee range.
space, your melee range.
These stances are great though. They're a lot of flavor, a lot of different
yeah.
characters. Like
This is where you really can customize because now you got 7 maneuvers, and you have 2 stances, and you can combine these. So on your turn, again, we keep saying this with the martial, you have just as many choices as a spellcaster.
if not
on
more.
what to do, if not more.
If not more now.
You'll have fun.
Bear with it.
Once you get to know these things, you're just every single turn you got something new up your sleeve.
So
How
that's,
much fun?
That's
is
everything then for level 1. That's it.
Yeah, but that is level 1. That's that's a lot.
Feels again. All these things feel like a subclass. Did we just talk about a subclass?
Sounds like it.
So level 2, the D&D 5e, what do they get?
Oh, I just get key points.
That's good.
That's
They-
their
those-
bread and butter, right?
Yeah, they recharge. I get, what is it, two key points at level 2?
Yeah.
And then they recharge on a short rest. So
Yeah.
it's really tapping into
Very
that
limited.
energy. Yeah.
So basically you
limited.
get 4 for the day because you're going to have to do a 1 short rest. So
You get at least 4, for the day.
at least 4.
What else they get?
You get something called the Fury of Blows.
Fury of blows?
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows. This is a bonus action, and you get 2 unarmed strikes.
So you get an extra attack.
Kind of, yeah, but it's very, limited. It's unarmed strike
But you're using your bonus as action though. It's
to deal damage. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Then you can also, one other final thing is you can do patient defense, which is basically just holding in and waiting. Gives you it's like a defensive bonus action.
Dodge
dodge.
action.
Yeah.
As a bonus action. So you got to use a bonus action on one of these 2 things.
Yes.
And a key point.
Yes.
Each of these.
Oh,
costs
that's a key point too?
Then
it
the
is.
third one, it wasn't the final one. You said final, but there's a third one.
There's
There
a
is?
third one.
Step of the Wind. You knew this. You play a monk.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's your disengage.
Or you can spend a disengage or dash
Dash.
Oh, yeah, you
As a
can run.
bonus action.
as a bonus action. So these are all things you do as your bonus action, and you spend a key point to do them.
And you only have two key points,
key
at,
points.
A, at a time.
So per combat, you can do 2 of these.
But that's at level 2. Obviously, you get more key points as you level up, so you don't have to worry about
All anybody ever does is flurry of blows. Once in a while, you'll see a step of the wind, but that's only in emergencies. But it's always flurry of blows. You want that extra attack in there.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what you get at level 2.
And you can move a little bit faster too.
Yeah.
Unarmored movement. You get an extra 10 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can be a little bit more fast.
So you're a little bit quick.
Automatically, no
you
choice.
become
Your
a little
speed
quicker.
just gets up to
You
10.
get a
So
little-
normal speed is 30 feet. You're going to have 40 feet as a monk at level 2.
That seems pretty cool. What else do you get on second level?
That's it.
That's it. You're done.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
For D&D 5e. Not for DC20.
What do you get there?
I don't even know if I can talk about it. You're going to get too excited. We're going to have an accident.
You get your key points at level 2.
You get your key
You
points.
also get key points in DC20.
Finally get your key points at level 2.
So you get
How
two,
many do you get?
2, right?
Nope. You get 1.
Same amount as your stamina points.
Yeah.
So you only get 1 key.
You get 1 key point, yeah.
That seems kind of lame.
But
But
they replenish throughout the combat. Every time you regain a stamina point, which is when you hit somebody. So as long as you're not missing, you'll never get a key point back. But anybody else that hits a target, they get a stamina point back, which
Comes
you
right
can
back.
turn into a key point. So you can keep replenishing these things. And if that wasn't enough, you don't get these things back after a long rest. As soon as combat's done, your key points replenish.
yeah,
They just
cool.
fill right back up.
Okay. All right. That fills that.
So yeah, you got to work a little bit for them, but you're not going to run out and be done until you can take a nap.
you always have something to use.
Yeah. So you're never going to be like, well, that's all my cool stuff. I guess I'll just sit here. No. Because what can you do with the key points, Rick?
You can do all the dope monk shit.
Right. Like,
You deflect attacks.
if somebody misses you,
If they miss you only, you can't catch it near.
Yeah.
If they miss you.
if they miss you, you catch it near.
It's used on ranged weapons. When they shoot at you, you catch it out of the air, and you can throw
Oh,
it back right at
okay.
them if you want to.
And
gotcha.
the D&D monks get this at 3rd level,
Yes.
but it's a different mechanic and it's a dumb one. They actually have to hit you, and the damage has to be reduced by a certain amount, and then you can maybe throw the thing, blah, blah. This is just, if they miss you, you catch it, you throw it back. At them or their buddy. That's one key point.
One key point.
Another one is, this will be niche, but slow fall,
Okay.
which you can, reduce the amount of damage you take by your prime modifier. You reduce the amount of damage equal to your level, yeah.
Yeah, you're like a cat. You fall down, and you turn, and you land softly.
So at level 2, you could reduce it by 2 points.
Kitty soft paws.
Yeah.
Yes, and level 3 points. What do you get? How many at level 4?
Ooh, that's getting
Getting
crazy.
into hard math now.
4 points.
Oh, look at him. And you get one more thing.
One more.
You can spend a key point on Uncanny Dodge. Sounds like the rogue stuff in 5e, but it's not. You can use it, spend a key point, and impose disadvantage on any attack against you. Ooh. So if somebody's coming, you know they do some damage, and you just say, nope, I'm imposing disadvantage on you. How would you do that visually, though, Brandon? And then you also get a talent. Every class gets a talent. The feat.
What do talents do?
We don't know yet. We know some of them. You can increase one of your ability scores. You can take a multi-class talent, which is great. We're going to do a whole video about that.
You can do martial or mystical, right? You kind of go either.
You can take a martial path or and each class is going to have their own talent list that they can pick from. Those aren't out yet, but it's going to be so more ways to customize your character. There are no dead levels in DC20. You know how in D&D 5e, certain classes, you're just getting nothing but an extra hit point or 2 for 3 levels and maybe an extra spell slot.
Right, you play for 2 months and you get a level. And you get like hit points, and you're like,
Here you go. But no, in DC20, you're just getting more choices. That's what we like. We like more choices, so you're just going to keep getting them to keep customizing your character left and right. More maneuvers, more techniques on top of these maneuvers, more stances, more talents and feats. And I mean, I know we keep doing this after every one of these, but it's just we're genuinely excited about this because this is kind of why you play a role-playing game, to have this stuff.
See, I like the
customize.
I like the D&D 5e monk. I thought it was fun to play.
Only one.
But this sounds so much more fun. A lot more flavor.
Yeah, I mean the D&D monk. In theory, everybody likes the idea of it, just like the samurai. It's like that would be so much fun, but not when you have to play it and it can't do much.
Right.
Oh, key point. I'm out of them. One turn, they're gone.
Especially at low level.
I would say this is one of the strongest classes so far that we've seen.
it seems really strong after looking at it.
Because again, don't forget you got 4 maneuvers, 7, but you got 4 maneuvers that you pick that make you unique as well. And you do all kinds of combat stuff with those.
I feel like you can actually make the kung fu person you wanted in your dreams. When you were a kid watching kung fu movies, you wanted to make that person that was like Bruce Lee, or that wasn't like him. You want to be Jet Li, or what? You can make any of those.
All the Lees.
All the Lees.
Sarah Lee.
I'm talking
Chun-Li.
fucking Lee. Even if you want to be the Crow, you could be a Crow Brandon Lee and take the
Sure.
Crow stance.
Right. Just make sure that gun has blanks in it.
Holy shit! Too soon.
Anyways, is that so that's it for the DC20 monk.
That's the monk. That's the monk. We're going to keep talking about it the more we get more information with subclasses and all that, but that's the monk for now. So I don't know. You guys tell us what you think. I don't see this as a no-brainer, but let us know if you disagree. If you think the 5e one is better, let us know. We will talk about the 2024 Monk when that comes out in a few months.
Oh, yeah, I want to
And
see
we'll
that.
compare that to DC20. That'll be a fair fight, won't it?
Yeah, maybe
Let's
they
see.
fix it. Maybe they improve it.
They improved
I'd like to
it.
see it.
So let's see how much they improved it and if it competes with this. So put that stuff in the comments. God, don't forget to like and subscribe. You're gonna hate yourself if you don't do that. We actually want your opinion on our channel completely anyway because we're a new channel. We're trying to grow. So tell us what you like, what you don't like. We can take it. Brutal honesty. That would be great.
Brutal.
We'll give you more what you want.
And we got more to follow. More fun stuff coming out soon. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's
Don't
getting
you
bigger
Woody.
and better. More aggravation.
Bye.